Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Be Energized. If I'm talking really quickly, there's a reason. Today's video, I'm going to be discussing my top 5 electric vehicles that I wish were being sold in the United States and one cool fact about them in under 5 minutes. So we're on a time restriction and a time crunch, so let's get started. So for my first electric vehicle, it is the NIO ES8. Now this is a luxury 7-seater electric SUV that is manufactured by the Chinese brand NIO. And now this brand is actually meant to be a luxury lifestyle brand. Over in China, there's experience centers, there's a community of NIO drivers, and they really cater towards the luxury buyer. Now, the cool fact about NIO is that you can actually find their stock on the US stock market, which is actually really interesting because there's no plans to bring these vehicles to the United States, which is actually pretty sad because I think the ES8 would definitely sell well, especially with so many Americans wanting SUVs and crossovers. They're meant to be luxury vehicles. Like I mentioned, they sit 7 people, and it actually has a really cool artificial intelligence called Nomi that looks like a little ball, and it smiles and interacts with you with different emotions. On to number 2. Number 2 is the infamous Volkswagen ID3. Now, obviously, if you are familiar with what happened with Volkswagen and their Dieselgate scandal, they are focusing on making their vehicles electrified. And the Volkswagen ID3 is one of their first electric vehicles. And a lot of people will fight me on that because the e-Golf was an electric vehicle, obviously, but the ID3 is built from the ground up to be an electric vehicle. Now, there's no plans of bringing this to the United States because Volkswagen feels like America really wants to have crossovers and SUVs versus hatchbacks, which sadly, I would personally love another hatchback. But the cool fact about the ID3 is that it actually smiles at you when you walk up. It has these really cool LED lights that when you unlock it, brighten, and it's like an introduction greeting. So it's pretty cool how personable they made the ID3. But please, Volkswagen, I have 5 seconds left. Please bring this car to America. On to number 3. And now number 3 is a Buick. And yes, I am wearing a cardigan, but that does not make me an old man. Buicks are actually really cool luxury vehicles. And the Buick Eight Six is a Chinese-based, solely all-electric vehicle, good for about 255 miles on a full charge. And it has a 52.5 kilowatt hour battery pack. And now what's really cool about the Buick Eight Six is that it, like I said, it was designed for China. Buick is actually viewed as a luxury manufacturer over in the Chinese market. So this vehicle is a really sporty looking hatchback that offers vast amount of technologies and range for the price. After incentives, you can actually buy a Buick Eight Six for under $30,000. So that's pretty impressive for what it has to offer. So I would love to see an all-electric Buick here in the United States that looks like the Eight Six, but we'll have to see. On to number 4. Okay, so number 4 is a vehicle that I know personally I want and a lot of my friends want. It is the Honda E, simply Honda lowercase e. Now this is an all-electric mini car that is designed based on retro styling. And what's really cool is that the interior is designed to be like a lounge. So there's multiple screens all across the front, and the side mirrors are actually cameras. So you have 2 screens that represent your side mirrors on each side of the vehicle. So when you're inside the Honda E, it feels very comfortable. It's very roomy for the size of the vehicle itself. The Honda E is really not meant for long distance driving. I believe it gets over 100 miles in terms of range, but it's just really cute and very styled, I think very attractively. And I think a lot of people here in the United States would love something like that. So Honda, please bring it to the United States. It's retro, people love retro, and we love to look at the older times. Anyways, on to number 5. Number 5 is going to be the previously top-selling all-electric vehicle in Europe. And no, it's not a Tesla. This is a Renault Zoe. And now this is an all-electric vehicle that had top-selling numbers until recent years. And 2020 actually brought a refresh to the Renault Zoe. It's good for about 244 miles on the WLTP rating scale, and you can get one after incentives for about 26,000 euros, which is really impressive. And the fact that it was the top-selling electric vehicle in Europe for many, many years just goes to show you how sought after this vehicle is. So it's pretty exciting, and I really wish that Renault would come to America. I feel like the Zoe would actually do very, very well here. So I guess we'll have to see what happens. Anyways, that's gonna be it for my top 5 electric vehicles that I wish would come to America in under 5 minutes. I'm actually kind of winded doing that, But anyways, if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button to my channel. I'm excited to be building this channel with you guys, and thank you guys for the support. Make sure you make every single day electrifying. Take care, guys.